Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome to our Thursday card making video. We're going to go with a spooky card again. This, we're going to use our brand new candy jars. And I guess this could be a cookie jar, but I love this die. This card is so much fun. I've been waiting to show you guys. And then our wavy frame. We're going to use the candy from our Halloween candy die. And this was out of stock for a while. We have restocked this. As I've said before, we've restocked a ton of dies that we've been out of for a while. I'm going to use the bone from the skull and crossbones, the bat and the spider from the skeleton die, and the beware word. Alright, let me show you what I did. I'm going to start with our A2 piece, and I inked around the edge with my Hurley Shady ink. I really like that color because you can use your brush and lightly do it and it's a grayish color, or you can do it really dark. And I cut out a wavy frame in white, and then I put some pop dots on the back. I inked around the edge of it in the Shady. I think the original card I used Simon Hurley, the purple, to ink around the edges. I think that color is Prom Queen. I didn't bring it down here with me. All my inks are upstairs. I think that's a good reason to have two sets of inks, right? Anybody with me on that? One for upstairs and one for downstairs? My office is downstairs, but I usually sit upstairs and make my cards. Okay. Nope. I cut some of these pop dots in half to fit on parts of the frame. And I'm using white pop dots because my frame's white and I wanted to see as little as possible. Now for this card, I'm going to put the biggest wave part, which I think kind of looks like a spider web, on the top. There we go. Just lay it down. And then for my I'm going to use two of the cutouts from the candy jar. I'm not going to use the one that looks like the cookie jar, but I'm going to show you how I inked them with my cookie jar. We also have a bigger cookie jar set too. That's a nesting set. It has multiple. They work good with our gingerbread men that we released this month. Okay, I just fold that over and I take my ink pad and brush it on it. I went a little bit darker on there than I did on the originals. And then, because I don't want to see a whole lot of the white, I want a little bit of it, but I just even the ink out a little bit with my brush. Blended it in a little. And you probably should do that when it's still folded over, but. And then for the bottoms, I did the same thing, folded it over. Then for the edges, I'm just gonna go around, but then to make it kind of look like glass in the middle, I just lightly used my ink pad and brushed it in different spots. Kind of give it that shadow effect. Just a few spots. Okay, that's how we ink that anyway. And I've already cut out the candy in different colors and glued them on to my candy jars. I used my flowering tool again to just rub in the center and kind of curve the glass. Put pop dots on the back. Now we're going to take the backing off the pop dots. While I'm doing this, I want to talk to you guys about my cards. I have boxes and boxes of cards because for every video that I do, I make multiple cards. Like you guys just see my one sample and the one that I've made. Sometimes I make 10 cards to get one video done. And sometimes I only have to make one or two. I would say the videos in the beginning, I had to make more cards. I'm getting a little better and a little better at doing my videos, not as nervous anymore. I think when I stopped trying to make everything perfect and be perfect, then I relaxed a little bit. And now you just get what you get. I put a little spider in there too. Anyway, back to my cards. I have boxes of them that are just sitting around doing nobody any good. Occasionally I give some away. Once or twice I've sold them to a couple of customers. But how would you guys feel about me putting the ones that I've made on my website as a purchase option? Oh shoot, I just realized I forgot to bring my black ink pen down too to make my spider web. Oh, well, you guys are going to have to use your imagination again. My Beware word, I inked in black. The Simon Hurley Shady. I'm going to glue it. But I don't want it to dry because I want to be able to tuck the worm piece under it a little. It's a mistake I made on the original card. I didn't get it down in time, so my worm's not really tucked. So I'll do that. Then I kind of want him tucked under this E a little. Make him look a little more like he's not just hanging in the air. He's actually coming from somewhere. Then I got two of my little bones that I inked with the Tim Holtz, let me see what color it was, Vintage Photo, just around the edges, and I lightly brushed them in the center. I love these bones. I think they're a great add-on to any fall card or Halloween card. I wouldn't use them on a Thanksgiving card, but I don't know, maybe I would. We'll see. We'll have to try that. And all of my candy pieces I inked with, let me see, Simon Hurley Sike, which is our yellowish color. The orange is the guppy. And then the, I believe it's Prom Queen, the purple that I didn't bring downstairs. Just kind of place these bones wherever it feels right. And I want a little more color down here, so I'm going to pick some of my sucker pieces. See what colors I want. This one's purple. I think I'm going to go with this purple and that black. That way they're different colors, but they're also different sucker shapes. I end up using these candies off of this Halloween die a lot too. I think they're just the perfect size to add a little accent. And the perfect size for our candy jar. Can't wait to do a sample with our actual candy die inside the candy jar. Like that. These suckers I just inked the top and left the stems white too, or the sticks. Whatever you want to call it. Now, where's my little spirally piece? I don't need you anymore. I want to put a worm, I think, coming out of this. Yeah, then I'm going to have to put a pop dot on him though. Okay. Probably take the pop dot and cut it in half so it's not as noticeable, and use the smaller half. I do know they make smaller pop dots, but I just usually cut mine in half. Okay, I want him over here a little. Nope. He is not staying where he's supposed to be. There we go. And while we're doing the little worm guys, let's just put one over here too. Like they're just crawling everywhere. Oh, these worms I didn't show you. These were off of our germs die. They're actually germs, but I think they look like little worms. So I end up using them a lot on Halloween cards. Forgot to grab the germ die. There we go. Now let's place our bats. You could pop the bats up too for a little more dramatic effect. He just wants to go under that part of the frame. There we go. So are you guys all enjoying the new dies so far? Have you checked them out yet? I think we have some really cute ones. Okay, now we need, I still have not found one of my little round pieces. Here it is. I already put the spiral on it to make it look kind of like a peppermint. Or that's what it's supposed to, not kind of like, that's what it's supposed to be, a peppermint. So I was looking for that because I want that on that big piece of that frame. And then what color suckers should we use? I have a purple one over here. I have an orange one, but I don't really want a small. How about we use the yellow one? And these I'm just putting glue on the top. I don't care if the stick part lays down or floats around. That way. And you guys could add as many candy pieces as you want. I mean, you could keep going if you want. But I'm really good at overdoing it, so if I don't stop myself, I'll add all the candy pieces I have cut out. Now, this little spider is going to go here. And I'm going to draw my web later because, let me make sure I don't have a pen down here I can draw with. Yeah, I don't want to use an ink pen to draw. So I'll just show you the original card. Anyway, that's all I did on that card. There's a lot of pieces to ink, but it is a fun card to make. And it really doesn't take that long. If you cut all of your pieces out in colored paper, I'm sure you could save yourself a lot of time. But here is the original one. See, I just took a black pen, gel pen, and I drew that little spider web on there. So I will do that on this one later. And then looks like I forgot to do it on my slimline card too. Let me show you guys how I modified the slimline. Usually when I try to make a slimline, I try to extend the frame or whatever I'm using. There was no way to do that with this. So I thought I'll just use the same frame, but I'll extend the pieces outside of the frame. I think it turned out good. So now I'm going to go upstairs and draw some more spider webs so I can post pictures for you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.